Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I have my currently inked fountain pens and a notebook. I'm going to be going through each one, showing off the pen itself and the ink it is currently inked with. I have my Girolagio 3 pen case, which is currently missing a pen that I'm going to have to go nab out of my bag. Hold on. It was my Diplomat Arrow, or Arrow as I keep saying. I have my Girolagio 3 pen case. I have my Galen Leather 6 case. This is the zip one that has all the fancy features. That sort of kind of worked. So before this released, I was like, man, I really want a pen case where it zips around, the flap comes back, and there's like a magnet for it. But then this piece does like a little kickstand thing, and it'd be great if you could pull it out. They came out with this case a few months later after like I envisioned it in my head. And I was like, oh my goodness, someone has made it. This is absolutely perfect. But the little kickstand feature only worked for like, I don't know, barely a week. So the elastic wasn't quite tight enough, and it seems to be coming unglued. So like I always meant to kind of go through and tighten this up a little bit, but now I'm kind of scared to do that. Because I don't think there's really a way I could repair it where it's going to look pretty if that pulls out. That's okay. The case has worked very well, and I like it a lot. And now I carry 6 pens with me pretty much at any given time, if not 9, which is a little much. I agree. That's a little much to carry with you all the time. And I'll admit, I'm usually only carrying this many pens when I'm doing rewrites on top of old notes. So I can have all my different colors. I can pick whatever pen I'm in the mood for. That's what I like to do. I have my Galen Leather Tomaway River notebook. This I use as just kind of a brain dump notebook. I can put whatever I want in it. I can rip pages out of it. I like it that way. I don't like go to the direct next page. I literally will just open it anywhere. Like, look, that was even a ripped up page. It's kind of fun in the end of it when it's filled up, which takes a while. It takes a while to fill these suckers up. I had one for 3 years one time. It's kind of fun when it's all done. You look back through and you're like, wow, it's just kind of like a smash book. Just a little bit of everything. I'm going to start with the 3 pen case. I have that Diplomat, which has been kind of a favorite lately, Vanishing Point, and then the Ferrisville Press marquee pen. I'm going to start with the Diplomat Arrow. This is a German-made pen. It does have a lovely weight to it. And the grooves, they're not just printed on stripes, they are literal indents into the body of the fountain pen. And I already have a few scratches on this one. You can tell the ones that I've chosen to be more daily writers because they get beat up. I start out with good intentions of keeping them pristine and lovely, and then it gets to the point where it's like, nope, this one goes into the A team, the first lineup, and it just gets trashed, which is mean, but it's a tool for me. It's a writing tool, and I just need it to function and just to be there for me. And this pen is a little on the juicy side. I had some issues with the nib initially. It wouldn't stay consistent with its flow. I didn't do too much to it, but honestly, it was just using it that got it to work better. The nib is pretty. They do have like a custom stamped nib and this is a medium, but it is juicy. I think that's a fairly broad line. German nibs are kind of known for that. And that is Noodler's Ink Dark Matter. This pen is one of my favorite, and it lays down dark matter. I think it's just gorgeous. The more pens you use and the more often you use them, and if you use the same inks in them, you'll find the ones that you like laying down the ink more than others. So Dark Matter, the Pilot Vanishing Point is one of my favorites. Obviously the Arrow is one of my absolute favorites. And some of the other pens I'll actually find I like different black inks in more than Dark Matter, so it's kind of fun. Pilot Vanishing Point. If you haven't been to this channel, if you haven't seen, this is my most used fountain pen. Didn't want it to be, wasn't totally sold on the capless, and this pen has been through it. I drop it all the time now, which is just awful, but with my hands, I do have some damage in my hands. This finger I can barely feel, so I'm just dropping stuff more now. But this Vanishing Point has been through it. It still works beautifully. I love the stripes version. This is a rhodium plated body, rhodium plated nib. It's so comfortable. It has an elegant weight to it. And it is the easiest on my arthritic wrist to use. It alleviates a lot. And what's a little unusual for this nib, Japanese nibs are known for writing a little on the finer side. This is a medium, and it is also quite on the juicy side. It rivals some broad nibs that I've used. It's right in line with some of those. I love it personally, and I wouldn't change it. It just lays ink down, like barely touching the paper. It's just a lovely experience. And I have the Ferrisville Press marquee. This color, I think it's, I want to say it's Raven Black, but I should remember. I know they use noir in the name. Anyway, this is the black one. It'll come to me eventually. And I do have the complete nib set for this. Right now I have an extra fine on it. And these do have the printed animals, the characters of Ferrisville Press on them. Each one's different. The pen grip is gorgeous. It does have Ferrisville Press stamping on it. I will say that if you do get ink into this, you do have to clean it out. Damp paper towel works perfectly. It's no messier than that, but if you don't have a damp paper towel, if you just try to wipe it with something dry, it's not going to get it out of all the little grooves. It's not a huge issue, but just worth pointing out. And it is not postable. And this will be the extra fine, which is growing on me. This nib is actually growing on me quite a bit. It's a very tough nib. It has no give to it. Sometimes I feel like I have to encourage the Ferrisville Press nibs a little bit, but I like them. Like, I really thought I hated them, like with a passion. But no, I've actually been enjoying it quite a bit. I've really enjoyed the nibs. They're just different. Thought I was gonna hate them. It's just a different experience, and I like it. And I will say this is one of the only extra fine nibs I've ever enjoyed. Oops. The only thing that truly bugs me about this pen, because I love it, I think it is one of the most elegant designs. And I've had several viewers point this out. When this is capped, the lines don't match up exactly. Should be right about there, and you keep turning and it's off. It is visually distracting, and that's something that really bugged me when I first bought it. And after just using it, I kind of forgot about it because I wasn't looking at it as much. But definitely something that I would have preferred to have been fixed. But it's gorgeous. I love it. Feels amazing in the hands. I'd like a couple of more, especially since I have all of those nibs that can be swapped out. But for right now, that one is good. I also have my Pilot. This is a Custom Heritage SE, and this should have a fine nib. I don't use this one as much, simply because I don't use fine nibs as often, but it's a very comfortable pen. I do like it. And I did forget to write down, shoot. Let's go back. This is going to be Noodler. This is dark matter as well. Dark matter there. Pretty sure I have dark matter in this one as well. I know I put Raven Black in one of my pens not too long ago. The Noodler's Raven. But I don't think it was this one. Custom SE, and it does have that marbled blue body. I think it's very pretty. And this was the one when I bought it. I bought it from the little shop in Virginia Beach, Pen Lovers Paradise. And I tried it in the shop. The nib was gorgeous. I loved it. Got it back to my room, tried it out, and it had a huge burr on it. And how I didn't feel it before, I have not an idea. The only thing I can figure is that since the ink was dipped, there was just enough ink on the nib where I didn't feel it. But it was a huge burr. You could actually see it. Like, I didn't even need to use a pen loop, a jeweler's loop to look through or anything. It was just this huge burr. I took it back and she was like, oh my goodness, yeah, absolutely. Swapped it out for me. It's been a gorgeous nib. And this is my Captain Kirk pen. This is the Sailor Pro Gear Stellar Black Hole. This was one of the limited editions. It has since formed a crack. If I can get it to show up, it's very subtle. Right there in the cap. I've used this pen a lot. It goes with me just about everywhere, but it's always in a case. This is one I'm definitely more precious with, even though at the end of the day, it is a tool for me. I love this one. This one has a zoom nib, which is so much fun. It can write really fat. So the zoom nib has extra tippage on the end, and depending on how you hold it, it's not pressure, it's just how you hold it. That line will be thinner or thicker. And this has Ferrisville Press, Roaring Patina Black, or Patina Black, if you're not in the States. One of my all-time favorite inks. Absolutely gorgeous. And this pen will switch it up. This is going to have red ink in it. This is the Leonardo Memento Magico. I bought this in a shop, in the same shop, Pen Lovers Paradise, and I had so many requests to try Leonardo fountain pens, and well, I hadn't planned on buying any more pens at the time. I was like, I've got enough, I'm good. You know, if someone wants to send me something, that'd be fabulous. But until then, walked in the shop fully expecting that I was going to walk out with maybe another Lamy, just like a $30 Lamy for something. Nope, I made the grave mistake, or happy chance, of trying this pen out. And as soon as the nib hit the paper, I went, oh my goodness, I have to have this pen. Which, if you read the description on their website for these pens, that's kind of the idea. If you try it, you have to buy it. And I love it. I can't even describe to you what it feels like as opposed to other fountain pens. It's just something about the flow that's just right. When you hit the paper, it just glides, and it's gorgeous feeling. With any ink that I use so far, anything that I've tried in this, I usually keep red ink in this pen, just because of the mood I was in when I bought it. It was just more fun that way. And this is this is going to be the Hematite Rouge, or red hematite. Or Rouge Hematite. I know I've said it all the different ways. Love this ink. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it. It does have an ink window, this pen. And I actually like that. I didn't think I was going to care one way or another. Kind of enjoy it. I love how they have the nib stamped. And I like that it's a black coated nib. So far, the different nibs that I have tried, I think rhodium plating and then some of the black, I can't remember what they call it, have been some of the smoothest I've tried. This is, I was going to say, does that have a little nick in it? It better not. I'm careful with this one. This is a piston filler, which I do find kind of annoying. They're more difficult to clean. It's kind of a pain. That's probably why I mostly keep red inks in that pen, but like I said, also just the mood when I bought that one. And then this little stinker, this is also a Leonardo. This is from their Fiore collection, and this one is Galaxy Blue. I didn't know it at the time, but later on, my viewers told me that this was actually a very difficult pen to come by. I had seen it in the case along with the black one, and I was like, I'm not buying two pens. I'd already tried this one and fallen in love with it, and even though the body of this one just was mesmerizing to me, I was like, I'm not going to try it. I don't need to buy another one. Came back the next day with some more friends, and it was staring at me, and I bought it. I was like, you know what? If it isn't as magical as the other one, I'm not going to get it just because it's pretty. It felt lovely, and it had a medium nib. It's like, oh, that's my favorite size. Loved it. It fit my fingers really well. It just feels so good in the hand. And the ink that I chose at the time for it. So oddly enough, this ink, the Hematite Rouge or Rouge Hematite, the Jacobin, that I bought specifically for that pen that day. And the Graf von Faber-Castell ink that I have in this pen, this is the ink I bought for this pen at the time as well. I hadn't seen either of them before. I didn't try them out. I was just convinced that they were the right colors for these pens, that that's what I wanted, and I thought this one would match. But it was just a lucky guess. I think it matches perfectly, and that's the one I keep in it. I love it. I've tried some other blues, but that one stuck. And then the red, that's the one I bought for that pen, and it's the one I keep in it more often than not. I have my Lamy white silver. This was a limited edition one as well. And this is the All-Star, so it does have the metal body. And this should be a medium nib. And this is going to be one of my other favorite red inks, Diamine Writer's Blood. It's just my favorite red, hands down the one I love to use the most. I really like it in this Lamy. I don't know, I like the way it lays down, I like the way it feels. And last but not least of my currently inked fountain pens, I have my Benu Euphoria Vodka on the Rocks. I adore this pen. I can't explain to you how I never thought I would have a sparkly pen. Just was not on my list. It wasn't in my personal aesthetic. Then I saw this one and I just went, something about it grabbed me. I was like, this pen I want in my collection. This pen I want to use. I bought it. I love it. I don't know. I love the way it feels. I love the length of the pen. I think this is the longest one I have. The Leonardo is also fairly long. But yeah, definitely going to be the tallest. I think every time I put this one in a pen case, I always question whether or not it's actually going to fit or not. It does fit in the 3-pen case, but only just so. So it's like right there on the edge, but it does close because it has a little bit of a gap. Absolutely fabulous pen. I do have a broad nib on this one. And this ink is going to be Ferrisville Press, Atlas, Iron Ore, and that's the Atlas Stationer's ink. So those are my currently inked fountain pens. I'd love to hear in the comment section below if you have any of these, or if any of these are on your wish list. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching.